Hi there, business owner, and welcome to the 3Bs podcast, the place where we go beyond the numbers and dive into the strategies to help you build a better business one step at a time. I'm your host, Stephanie, a multi-award-winning entrepreneur with over a decade of experience in the bookkeeping and accountancy world. If you're a business owner looking to streamline, grow, and get back the time that you deserve, you're in the right place. We're tackling real-world problems, answering tough questions, and digging deep into business-building secrets in just 15 minutes each week. So are you ready to build a better business with confidence and clarity? Then let's go. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the 3Bs podcast, your go-to 15 minutes of motivation, inspiration and education each week. And don't forget those CPD minutes to help you build a better business. As always, I'm your host, Stephanie, and today's episode is something that I'm really quite passionate about, and that is busting the myth and the preconception that you need to be a big business before you get that big support on board. Many clients come to us at ABCS UK and they go, we're just not ready for that level of investment yet. We're just not big enough. I'll do it all myself. I'll still handle the responsibility. And the truth is, getting help with your finances when you get bigger can actually hinder your business. So it can keep you small, it can keep you stuck, and one missed tax deadline can cause you a whole heap of trouble. Now, I don't say that to scare you. I say that from experience. So let's help you get your financial act together without the jargon and break down why it's important to get that help earlier on in your business than you think. There's this kind of belief that you have to earn your way to support, whether that's a bookkeeper, accountant, a business advisor, or a coach. I'll get that when I'm bigger. I'll invest in that level of support. I'll go to that coach or that mentor when I'm bigger. But here's the truth. Support is not a reward, it's a tool. And if you're looking to build a better business, which I presume you are by watching or listening to this episode of the podcast, you deserve to grow your business. Your business deserves the best from the beginning. You don't wait until you've run a marathon to hire a coach. You set that intention that you're going to run the marathon, and then you get the coaching so that you can run the marathon. The same goes for your business's finances. You don't need to have a team of 10. You don't need to be turning over six figures to justify that clarity, confidence, and space to focus on what you do best that hiring and outsourcing to a bookkeeper or accountant can provide. Now, when I say outsourcing, it doesn't need to be somebody from a foreign country. It doesn't need to be somebody that you don't know. When you outsource that support, it can be as good as having an in-house bookkeeper without the added implications of annual leave, putting them on the payroll, and giving them enough work to survive on. Outsourcing to an expert like ABCS UK means you get over a decade of experience, one of the top bookkeepers in the country, on your accounts, looking at your business, helping you grow and build your business. And at ABCS UK, the prices start from £250 plus VAT a month. So for the price of your lunch out every single day, for the price of a pack of 10 beers in the supermarket a day, you could have the highest level of support in your business helping you out. What I see a lot of times in business is business owners do it all themselves. Like, I'm a prime example of that. That was me too. I can do it. I'll do it myself. I don't need any support. I'll do it myself. And I almost wore it like a badge of honor. Like, I did all this by myself. But you know what? For 2 years, I grow at this much. I grew at such a small percentage to the last 12 months when I started asking for support, implementing help in the areas that I'm not strong at. And that's why I wanted to share this episode with you today, so that you can start to see the signs that you're ready for support. Now, the plot twist of this episode is, if you're listening or watching this episode, you've seen the title and gone, oh, I'm going to listen to that 15 minutes with Stephanie, then the chances are you're already ready for that support, whether you already have it and you're looking for more support, or you don't have any support yet. If you need it spelled out to you, here's a few signs that means you're ready to start looking for that support in your business. If you're avoiding your bookkeeping, or it's always on your to-do list at the bottom and you just never get there, you're late on a Sunday scrabbling together all your receipts and trying to get it all up to date, or every quarter for your VAT return, scrabbling to get all the information together because you're avoiding doing the bookkeeping, that's a good sign that you need to get some help and support in your business. If you're not sure how much profit you're actually making, and I caveat that as well by saying, If you sell products or services and you don't know your profit margins for each of those, what's your most profitable service? What's your most profitable product? What requires the most manual input in time, whether that's manufacturing or selling or providing that service? If you don't know how much profit you're actually making overall and down to that level of the individual products or service you're providing, you're kind of just hitting blind. And if you're looking to grow and build a better business, knowledge really is key. Data, as I say, is a driving decision maker in all your businesses, and that profitability of your products or services should be that too. If you're scared of tax bills because you don't know what's coming, if those brown envelopes hit the mat and you dread it and you bury your head in the sand and leave it because you don't want to open it and you're scared of what it's going to say, now is the time to get some support, because a bookkeeper or accountant not only can help you with them, but make you feel comfortable enough to open them, and no matter what it says, they'll be able to help and support you through it. If you're spending too much time on spreadsheets and not enough time on your clients, this one is paramount when you are service-based businesses. If you're spending more time tracking invoices, chasing payments on your spreadsheets and not actually doing the client work and providing the service, then it's time to start looking for support. And finally, if you feel like you're winging it with pricing, cash flow, or expenses, and you're not making informed decisions based on real data, looking at what your business is actually doing, then you're actually harming your business and not growing as fast as you could if you made decisions on that data. If any of that is you, then it's not a failure. Please don't think that I am saying all these things and you're going, oh my God, that's me, I'm rubbish and I need to close my business. It's not that at all. You're not a failure. It's just time for you to get better support in your business. It's time for you to get that helping hand to do the things that you're not an expert in. You didn't start your business to do the finances. And that's where people like ABCS UK and myself come in. So what does big support actually look like? Now, support can come in various different ways, various different guises. People will call their services different things. And depending on the type of accountant or bookkeeper you outsource to or you bring into your business to partner with you, they're going to vary. So it's important to help you find the ones that work for you, that provide the support you want. It's important that you find the ones that work for you, provide the support that you are looking for, and provide that value too. It's not about having someone just do your tax return once a year and then ghost you for the rest of the time. If you want something cheap and just the compliance based, then there will be perfect accountants and bookkeepers out there for you. If you only want the once a year or quarterly conversations with your accountant or bookkeeper and you don't hear from them the rest of the time, then there'll be people out there too. But at ABCS UK, we help our clients. So we stay on top of their finances month by month. We help them understand where their money is going in simple and easy to understand terms. We help them to plan ahead for tax, growth, and even time off. And if you feel like you've got a business partner and not just a bookkeeper, then you're probably an ABCS UK client. We get to know your business on such an in-depth level that we want to see you succeed, and we will help you more than just the compliance. Where ABCS UK excel is that we don't just do the taxes. We also do business development. So we build web shops and sales funnels, and we look at their businesses and go, I've got a tool that could help you spend less time booking those in. Let us put something in your out of office, for example. Let's put some links and triage in your out of office, automatic reply. So whenever somebody emails you, they get an email back instantly with some of your frequently asked questions, with a link to book a call with you. All those things mean that potential new client or that person that is emailing you gets a good level of service while you're doing the school run or you're at the gym or you're even in bed. Those little tiny tweaks and tips and tricks that ABCS UK provide to their clients is what stands us out from the rest of the field. And you don't need to be a certain size for any of that. You just got to be ready to stop guessing and get some support. The benefits of starting early. So the businesses that thrive long term, they don't wait until things get messy. They invest in support early and it pays off. I've often said that getting that support from the beginning is so much easier to fix from the beginning than to have to go back and undo all the messy errors that you've done yourself or that previous professionals have done because they've not fully understood your business. James Ashford is the founder of Go Proposal. He sold it to Sage for a very high figure. It's a costing and proposal tool software. And he said that the biggest thing that he did in order to sell that business was to get that support from the beginning. He'd had businesses before, as many entrepreneurs have. We've had businesses before that have failed. And he recognized that actually investing in that finance was what caused the biggest problem in his previous businesses, and he wanted to get it right this time. And the fact that he sold it for such a high figure, the fact that he managed to sell it for, I think it was 8 figures, goes to show that investing in that finance arm of your business can pay off. But not just that, fewer mistakes are made because you've got help and support from a professional and an expert from the beginning. As I keep saying, you'll make better decisions if you know what the profit margins are, if you know where the dips and troughs are in your sales, you know when it's time that best time is to invest. You've got that data to make a better financial decision for your business. Investing in support means you've got more time. You don't need to worry about getting the VAT return done. You don't need to worry about doing all the payroll. You don't need to worry about trying to understand the new national minimum wage or the tax changes, because you've got an expert on hand to help you do that, which gives you more time to do the things that make you money or to give yourself a better work-life balance, whatever your goal is in your business. And honestly, more profit. If you invest in support early on, very, very few clients that we have ever worked with have not had more back than what they've paid us. And whether that's because we found tax allowances they've not used when they've tried to do it themselves, whether it's they've made a mistake on their self-assessment tax return and actually they're due a rebate, whether it's because we've planned ahead so we know when the best time to push is, whether it's because the strategies that we've implemented mean that they can make sales quicker, easier, all counts towards making more profit. And I think the biggest benefit of starting early and getting support in your business is a lot less stress. So many clients have said, thank you so much for taking over our accounts. I can sleep at night now. I don't feel like I'm going to go to jail any day. I feel much more under control and a lot less stressed. And as a business owner, that fills me up. I love to help people. You can tell by the fact I do this podcast each week. And I hope that the passion that I shows you how much I care about business owners in general. And I want to help you build better businesses. It's the whole premise of this podcast. And the thing is you don't grow to a point where you need help. And I think it's really important that you understand this, is you don't grow to a point where you need help. You grow because you got the help, and investing in getting that help will really help you in your business. So if you've been waiting for a sign to get someone in your corner, this is it. You don't need to be big. You just need to be ready to stop doing it all on your own. You need to be ready to invest and get that support. If that's you, we'd love to chat. Head to the link in the show notes or find us on social media and book a discovery call, because I'd love to help your business, and your business deserves better. Whether you don't currently have anyone doing the bookkeeping and accounting and you're doing it all yourself, or you're not 100% happy with the current service that you have, now is the time to see if ABCS UK is the best fit for you to help you build a better business. And that brings us to the end of another episode of the 3Bs podcast. I hope that's been helpful for you and you've really taken something away and it's got you thinking this week. As always, please do like, rate, review and subscribe wherever you're listening to this podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you can be made aware of when the new episode goes live. Every Thursday, 6 a.m. on podcast platforms, 8 a.m. on YouTube. And I'll see you next week for the next episode. Bye. And that brings us to the end of another episode of the 3Bs podcast. I hope you found it useful and that you're walking away with some motivation, inspiration, or education to help you build a better business. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and of course connect with us on social media for more insights, tips, and behind the scenes content. Your next step in building a better business is just a click away. I can't wait to connect with you, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.